Hi, I'm Lynn.
And I'm Leo. Welcome back to Yoga with Lynn and Leo.
Welcome to our pose directory. Today we're coming into Supta Padangusthasana, taking the leg across. So it's almost like a Parivrtta action.
Yes, so you may have done the Supta Padangusthasana poses with us that are previous in this series, and we would recommend that you do those before this one. It's quite an extreme action.
Definitely, and you will need to have a belt, most likely. Alright, so coming into your supine action. Now always remember, when you lie down for these actions, you can see that Leo's getting herself adjusted here. You've got to remember that with the upper arms and the elbows, they can act as really good resistant to open the chest. So you press into the elbows and lift the sternum chest up. And then straighten the legs, straighten the legs, and getting that action. Okay, so we're going to start with lifting the right leg. So lifting the right leg and extending up into a vertical direction. Now, in an ideal world, if we had lots of mobility and flexibility, then you reach for the outer foot bone. And to do this, you may need to bend your knee to do this. Yeah, and then straighten the leg. So you can see that this is quite a challenging action, and you've got to make sure that these areas grounding down. Now, taking the leg out to the side like this is where we would go once we establish a degree of mobility and flexibility in the body. But otherwise, we would take a belt. So I'm just going to show you with the belt so you can just see, and then you can decide which one to go for. So extending the leg out to the side in this way. Now you're pulling back with the leg so strongly into the hip, grounding down with the lower leg, and see that the body groins are deepening towards the spine side, and see how far you can take the leg across. It may be that you just pause at this stage and gradually unfold this outer hip area. You find that there's a lot of thickness on the outer hip, then it's quite challenging to get this action. So I'm just giving just a little bit of help here. So this leg has got to be grounding down, so you come into this action, and then you release. So you don't stay in it too long, because all the preparation is done in the very beginning. So we're going to turn Leo around, because we haven't got enough space here in the studio to actually do it full range. And again, readjust if you need to. Stretching the legs and then lifting the left leg. Placing the belt. Or if you're using your hand, you can use your hand, but this is quite a challenging action. Alright, and then taking the belt with your right hand and coming over to the side. So again, I'm going to ground down with Leo's thigh, just to keep this inner thigh and groin behaving itself, and then just getting a little bit of weight on the outer hip so that she's getting this adjustment. Now, it's not how far the leg goes now, it's how much space you can create in the abdomen. So the abdomen's got to really draw back towards the spine, and then eventually you extend the leg towards the floor. It's a really challenging action. We did say it was quite extreme, the leg across. So it might be that you come to this stage and this is plenty, absolutely plenty. It's a little bit like a toothache in your outer hip, that's for sure. Okay, and then releasing. So this is Supta Padangusthasana, the leg across.
Very challenging action.
It is very challenging, yes, definitely.
But it is enormously helpful because it does really stretch those outer thighs, which is so important for a lot of the poses. A lot of your seated poses will benefit from that.
Yeah, definitely. So keep the Supta Padangusthasana 1, 2, 3 and the leg cross going. We're just putting a collection together, a playlist together for those.
Okay, so we'll look forward to seeing you again next time. Join us for our collection, which will be coming out soon, and you can then practice all of those poses together in one sequence. Thank you for joining us today. Namaste.